In this video, we'll see how we can create this type of workflow using our ComfyUI and some model like SDXL, something like that. So let's see how we can do this thing. So at first we need to install ComfyUI. I already installed, and if you don't know how to install on your computer, you can check the other videos where I showed you exactly how to install very easily. So let's see how we can create the workflow like this. So I'm going to click here. Now before going there, I'm going to show you how you can generate this type of image. This workflow basically it will teach you how to generate this type of picture by using some model. So let's create a new blank workspace. So there is a plus icon, just click here, it will open like this. Once it is open, then at first we need to add the checkpoint or model, right? So right click anywhere, and here there are a couple options up there. We have to go add node. If we click here, it will be like this. Now first is we have to add the model from loaders. Click here, it will be expanded, and there are a couple of things up there. All models are located inside this checkpoint. So just click here and it will be looking like this. So the checkpoint is added, and if we increase the size, we'll see the model is there. If you don't know how to load the model or how to download this thing or configure, you can check in my channel. There is some other video where I showed you how to download or install this type of model. So in this video, I am using this model. It is called SDXL Lightning 4-step this model. So after that, there are three connections of there, like model, clip, and VAE. First is from this model, I'm going to connect on type of like sampler, which is called KM sampler. If we click here, it will be expanded like this, and here it is coming like this. So I'm going to use this sampler, K sampler, like that. Just click here, it will be added over there, and we can put it anywhere, something like that. I just put it over there. Okay, so now there are two things are there, positive, negative, positive prompt, negative prompt, and the clip. So from this clip, I'm going to add a positive prompt first. So I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to add this prompt, clip text encode. I'm going to click here, and then very shortly it will be added like this, and I'm going to put it over there. Let me decrease the size, it will be easier to check. And also this side I'm going to hide. Okay, now this is the model, this is the KM sampler, and here this is the positive prompt, and then I'm going to add a negative prompt too. So this is positive, and this condition I'm going to add this thing with this positive. So it is connected. Now I'm going to add a negative prompt, so we can add it over there or there, that is fine. So I'm going to scroll down, basically it is zooming. Let me zoom it. Okay, fine. So now I'm going to add another prompt. So let me resize this thing. Okay, so from this clip I'm going to connect another one, so like this, and here I'm going to add another model like prompt. It will be used as negative prompt, so I'm going to put it over there, and this thing I'm going to connect it with this negative. So now it is added like this. So positive prompt, negative prompt. We can resize this thing very easily like this. I'm going to resize it here. Resize means like a reposition. So this will be positive prompt, this will be negative prompt, like that. Okay, so now here only one connection is remaining. I'll connect that later, and there are a couple of things are there. Latent image. So let's define the image, what type of image we are going to configure. So at first I'm going to add an empty image like this, and from here there are a couple of things up there. So here I'm going to search image, and here I see empty latent image is there. I'm going to click here, and it will be added over there. So here we can change the size, like what is the width, what is the height, something like that. Based on your own requirement, you can do that. So every connection is done from this side. Now we need to work with output. So let's go to that area. So here there is latent, so just click here and drop the connection, and from here we are going to decode this thing, VAE decode. I'm going to click here, and it will be connected like this. And there is another also this connection. We need to configure VAE to VAE, this one, this decoder. So like this, So we connected like this. Now here basically we'll get the output. So from this image I'm going to connect another output. Now let's think about the output. Just click here, this image, this drag this connection, and here it will bring like this. There are two options are there, like preview image and save image. If you choose save image, you can choose the file name prefix like that, but let's do this thing, preview image. You can also choose this on if you want. So I'm going to click here and the image will be like this. Okay, so done. So our connection is done. Now we need to type some prompt here. This will be the positive prompt. Like we can add a prompt like a stick figure, a simple stick figure on a white background. So I just put the prompt a simple stick figure on a white background, and negative prompt we can use like no watermark or whatever you want to do like that. Now once you configure this thing, now it's time to check whether it is working properly or not. So I'm going to click this run button. Once I click the run button, we see that it is starting generating like total 14% clip. This is starting. So here it will take some time. We have to wait. We can make it faster. Like right now there is a step 20 instead of 20. We can make the step less. So I'm going to stop it. Let's do one thing. Let's make it like 4. I'm going to make this just like 4 or 2, whatever, or something like that. The more steps you will use, it will be more perfect, but for your computer it will take some time, basically based on if you have Intel processor, then it will take some time. This one also we can change CFG. Let's make it 1. So I'm going to change it to 1, and then I'm going to press the OK button. And schedule we can change it simple. Instead of simple we can do segment uniform, and denoise on is fine. Okay, and if you want to change this thing, you can also do this thing. Now let's run it again and check how the image is coming. So here I see the model generated the image, and if we go to here, basically if you click here view, it will bring like this. So this is the image it generated. Right now it is not making like completely white background because we need to tune the model, the prompt a little bit, but I didn't do, I just made it. So probably that's why it is creating this type of image. So that's it basically. You can tune the model, not the model, tune the model also, and prompt like configure the prompt very nicely or write the prompt very nicely, then you will get your expected result. And this is the fastest stage of your creating the image if you start using the ComfyUI. So I tried to do this thing. For me it took like a couple of hours to configure or to figure it out how it is working. Later I decided that I will share my learning, like how I created this type of image very easily by using ComfyUI and by adding some models. In my channel you can, if you don't know how to install ComfyUI model or how to configure this thing, you can check the other videos over there. I already described everything. So that's it. In this way we can easily generate image by using ComfyUI and some model.